Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell. My name's James Marlay, and today we're talking about growth stocks. Aussie stocks looking to crack it big in the offshore markets. Joining me to talk about growth stocks today, I've got Josh Clark from QVG and Rachel Cole from NAOS. Rachel, welcome to the show. First cab off the rank, A2 Milk. It's been a long-term success story. Buy, hold, or sell?
Sure has. I think I'm going to go a bit counter consensus here and put it on a sell. We think that it's had a very good run. They always say have very strong brand equity in their products, but we think at this current valuation, the risks aren't being priced in relating to the China regulatory risk, relating to their sales channels, and particularly now with the political environment being a little bit more unstable. So we'll steer clear of that for us. Okay,
Josh, there's definitely a few murky things happening in the big market in China. Buy, hold, or sell on A2?
Yeah, I think A2 is a buy for us. You're right, Rachel, it's had an incredible run. You look at the cash flow generation of that business and it's been incredible. So, I mean, if there's anything that we like more than cash flow, it's growing free cash flow. And the business, when it reports, is going to have more cash flow on its balance sheet than the entire market cap when it listed on the ASX initially. Again, the story is entirely about growing market share in China. I think this week they signed a deal with JD.com, an online retailer in China, which is going to be really supportive of their direct marketing to the Chinese consumer and continue to grow that market share. Absolutely, A2 is a buy for us.
Okay, staying in that organics space, fruit and veg, taking Aussie fruit offshore. Costa Group had a little bit of a hiccup earlier in the year. Capital raising, buy, hold, or sell?
Costa's a sell. In my opinion, and definitely at least for now, it's a commodity producer, and so in that kind of a business, you've got to accept the commodity price that you're selling. We've had some industry feedback recently that demand's a bit weaker in some of their categories, which means that should flow through to price and ultimately revenue. And then you've also got some input costs to be a little bit concerned about, specifically in the mushroom category and also the tomatoes category. So you're potentially getting squeezed from both sides there, and with a leveraged balance sheet, there's a bit of risk to equity going into the result. So Costa's a sell.
Okay, Rachel, Costa Group, cyclical, exposed to the elements. Your view, buy, hold, or sell?
I tend to agree with Josh and put it on a sell. It is exactly what he said. It's a business that faces commodity risk with pricing. We think recently they've had some headwinds that they faced in their produce category, particularly mushrooms, as Josh mentioned. So that bodes not very well for the near term. But for us, I think if you look through that, the business has a lot of growth levers. We just think that potentially there's a lower point you can buy it at before then.
Okay. Freedom Foods, we're all into health and nutrition these days. This is one that's listed on the ASX, looking to go offshore, a bunch of different platforms they're looking to leverage. Buy, hold, or sell?
It's a buy for us. We like the business. We think that they've been investing for quite a long time now in capital, and that'll start to pay off looking forward over the next few years, especially with the increasing production of particular high-value products called lactoferrin. So that should drive high return on capital over time. And you look on the register, we've got one of Australia's most successful dairy farming families buying stock in the raise at higher levels than where we are now. So we think it represents good value here.
Okay, great. Josh, are you into your lactoferrin? Buy, hold, or sell?
Yeah, I'm not a big consumer of lactoferrin, but I would be a buyer of Freedom Foods. I mean, the key thesis is very similar. It's raised a lot of capital in the past. I think the market's lost patience with the earnings constantly being on the horizon, and they haven't quite got there just yet. But the last thing you want to do is lose patience after all the capital's gone in and you're close to this earnings growth trajectory that they've got right in front of them now. So free cash flow should improve a lot for the business, and that's the key thinking behind the buy in Freedom Foods.
Okay, great. Nearmap, it's been an absolute darling. Stunning 12 months. They've delivered on a number of fronts. Looking offshore, buy, hold, or sell with Nearmap?
Look, I think Nearmap's a hold purely on valuation grounds. So you're right, it's been an incredible story. What they've done in the US over the last 2 years has been really impressive, and the business looks completely different to what it looked like 5 years ago. In July, they gave an earnings update where incremental revenue growth in dollars in the US, there was actually a slight acceleration, so that's really positive. but the market reaction is telling you something, that a business that's now trading on 12 times sales really needs more than a meet to expectations. It really needs a beat to go up. So I think for the moment, Nearmap's a hold.
Okay. Buy, hold or sell on Nearmap, Rachel?
Yeah, we think it's a sell for the same reasons really. Valuation has just gone to the extremes, and we think that it is assuming that an extremely high level of growth occurs over the next, over a long term actually. And we don't think that's realistic, particularly when we kind of look at the business and think that the competitive advantage is not that clear to us, and there could well be some risk of disruptive technologies on the horizon. So it's not one for us, it's a sell.
Okay, last stock for today, Vista Group. A new one to me, but mission critical software in the cinemas business. Buy, hold or sell?
That's right. I think it's a buy. We think it's a very high quality business, and it's been proven to grow very well over quite some time now. Very proven management team, and we think they'll be able to continue to grow, particularly with their Movio business, and also in their core product, in the Vista Cinema product. So yeah, we think that's got loads of growth to go. So that's a buy.
Great. You into your movies, Josh? Buy, hold or sell on Vista?
Yeah, I'll watch a movie from time to time. In terms of Vista, I'd be a hold on Vista. Very similar to the thinking around Nearmap. I agree in terms of the quality of the business. High quality, sticky revenue streams that they're growing out of their cinema customers, globally dominant. But I think when you're getting over the 22 times EBIT level for their growth, you really need Movio to kick in. And for Movio to kick in, I think you need to win that AMC deal in the US, and that's probably a bit easier said than done. So Vista's a hold.
Okay. Well, there's plenty of growth when you go offshore. The one key thing to have a look out for is that valuation. That's the sticking point for our team today.